Good morning. Another beautiful day in paradise on the lovely Gold Coast. I just want to hit on um, this morning why it's so important, I believe, in all of our lives to stay within feeling empathy and compassion for for other people. I, I had it somewhat back in the day when I was living in prison, and I was a full blown heroin addict, and it used to confuse me somewhat because I betrayed out of survival to be this tough guy, and I needed to be to survive in those environments which I was living in. And when I used to have to do things in respect to other people, sometimes I didn't feel good about the things that I did, and I was in conflict with my soul and my spiritual being. Um, there was times when I did things that I wasn't proud of to other people, and to get drugs. And I won't go into it because I'm not proud of it, but it wasn't nice what I did, and I felt sorry for the people that I acted towards in ways which was completely unacceptable, completely unacceptable. Um, so I was feeling this empathy and compassion back in the day, but I didn't articulate it to be anything other than feeling bad for what I did. As time went on, I started to understand the power that I found in empathy and compassion for other people, and how when I wasn't feeling empathetic or compassionate to other people, I was acting in other ways. I was pretending that I didn't feel. Um, and that was in the framework of being completely detached from my feelings, and being detached from my feelings, it detached me from my true self completely and wholly, and because now I know, because I was completely detached from my true self, I couldn't achieve anything. I couldn't achieve what I wanted in life because I didn't know thyself. So the reason why I really started comprehending the power in empathy and compassion was the connection that I needed to reach other people, where other people would trust me, other people would relate to me, and other people would come along and be close to me, and have open relationships. and through that openness with other people, I was able to establish, their dreams and their hopes and their motivation and what they wanted. And it really helped me in the business sector. It helped me in friendships. It helped me in close relationships. And without that, and without other people, and connecting with other people, I couldn't have done what I had done in my life. I couldn't have reached the scales or the pinnacles that I reached if I didn't have real connections with other people, not connections out of fear. Um, Connections out of respect, and connections out of people with the same goals that wanted to achieve the same things as I did, and it worked. And that was all based around empathy and compassion for them, and respecting them. Like to understand empathy and compassion within other people, or you feel it if you do something towards other people that you don't feel good about, is to understand that it's in yourself. That feeling bad that we all feel towards people that we associate with at times, or people that we love, or people that are close to us. That is our empathy and compassion. Full stop. That is what it is. Maybe you don't identify that at this point in stage, but I can guarantee you, and I can assure you that that's what it is. So understanding empathy and compassion led me to another realm. Is that by me having the ability to get comfortable with empathy and compassion and understanding it, I was able to receive that by my openness. I don't think that I could have been nurtured by other people without me finding the empathy and compassion within my own soul, and identifying it as such, instead of just going, "Oh, I feel bad." Well, yeah, that's fine, but for me, when I used to go, I just feel bad for what I did, that kind of limited it. I realised that I too needed to accept empathy and compassion from other people, so I could connect with people. It's a double-edged sword. There's two sides to each coin, and it's nice when you can identify your own empathy and compassion towards others, and you've got it too. When people are empathetic and compassionate to you, you and I need it as much as we feel bad by what we do to so-called, well, to other people by our actions. We need it also. And if it's all just like us going, "Oh, well, I understand empathy, and I understand compassion, and I understand that the guilt that I can feel by not understanding that is empathy and compassion. It's surrounded with it. mightn't be used in its full context, because um, you too need to be filled for. You too need heartwarming stuff from other people. You too need to be nurtured. You too need support. And what we give out, we give back. If the level of insight is limited, then what we put out is limited, and what we get back is limited. I think the more you can look at things like empathy and compassion and other emotions, and discover these emotions, the more we can discover. I had a person I knew yesterday. He made a really good comment. He said he was talking to a friend, and that friend made him aware there's a lot of power in tears. And I know I'm diverting a little bit here, but it's all surrounded there, irrespectively of the tears coming from hurt or happiness or joy, because there's all different kinds of tears too. Tears aren't associated with pain all the time. There's tears of joy. So yeah, what we give out, we get back. What we feel is can be good indicators of developing more insight to that feeling, um, and yeah, that guilt and that empathy and compassion. It works both ways when you know what it is, and you know that you feel empathy and compassion to people. Um, if it's wrong, that's where the guilt comes in, um, and it's not, it's an indicator. It really is an indicator that that you shouldn't be doing what you should, if if you're feeling that non-compassionate or non-empathetic towards other humans. And we can become cold when we don't understand that. That's one of the reasons why I was so cold, was because I never explored what I was doing in an emotional context, and because I didn't explore it, I laughed it off, and I minimised it. It's all right, it's fine, it's no problem. They'll get over it. All good. Um, well, no, it's not all good. It's not all good. It's I don't think we have to live a life where we get around, like the Dalai Lama all the time, or like a monk. But I think it's important to have insight into things like empathy and compassion. And all I'm trying to do, and hopefully I might have got it a little bit to you guys, that yeah, the guilt in respect to our behaviour towards other people is, I think most times is surrounded by that little stop sign coming up in us and going, oh, you shouldn't have done that to that person, or that's wrong. Um, And the more that's disregarded, and the more that's minimized, and the more that's overlooked, is the more we stay in um, disconnected to our feelings. And being disconnected to our feelings, I believe through my experience, didn't give me the good life that I had. Finding and identifying and exploring what I was doing from an emotional point of view, and discovering it, and making the effort to to find out about my feelings instead of externalizing it to the world and everybody else, allowed me to discover things that I'm talking about, that worked for me. And I know it doesn't work for everyone, but I don't know, something tells me on an emotional level, and from living it and connecting with other human being, and having my life transformed, I might add. So I think I'm entitled to speak on this level, considering how I turned my life around, and where I was at. Something tells me that we're all connected on that level, and we all feel bad about things we do to people. If we're doing bad things to other people, and I think we all go through a discovery of our emotions, and that empathy and compassion that's in there. And it's in me, and it's in you, and you need it as much as you give it towards other people. And when I started seeing that more in my actions towards other people, and respect to my own empathy and compassion, I was aware that doing the wrong thing by other people was an indicator that that's what I shouldn't have that I shouldn't have been doing that. So yeah, it's a two-way street. You find that, and you work on that, and you will get a lot more back in your life, as far as being nurtured and supported, and all those nice feelings that I think we all seek as human beings from one another. So yeah, have a great day. And yesterday was interesting for me, but I got the support I needed, and sharing help. That talk that I did yesterday helped me, and yeah, I know you guys feel empathy and compassion, and you need it also. That's what I'm here for, anyway. To give you some of it, just to give you some of it, and hopefully it's enough to maybe make you see that why you might have struggled in other areas is because you haven't identified it as powerful, and you've overlooked it. All right, take care. Look after yourselves. Thank you.